I just took a 10-minute walk in the woods with my dog Pepper, recorded a video, and now I have 57 pieces of content. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. I'm Bradley Charbonneau. This is Tiny Tech Tuesday. And usually on Tuesdays, I produce a tiny piece of tech tips. Tantalizing tech tips. But today it's a little big. It's not so tiny. So I'm gonna try to rush through this. I've got a timer going. I'm gonna try to keep it under 10 minutes. I full disclosure, I just recorded this entire thing and it was at 25 minutes and I listened through it and it was totally chaotic. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up quick and really get to the heart of it. Over on the left, you'll see my notes document, and these are the 14 steps I did to get through this one video to 57 pieces of content. And I got to tell you, I partly am doing this from me because I'm a pretty chaotic guy in some ways, and I create content like a madman. And yet then I do these things and people are like, wow, how'd you do that thing? I'm like, oh, well, just do this and this and this. And they're like, it's not so easy. So that's why I'm going to make this 10-minute video here to get through this, to show you how I went from one video to multiple platforms and different content types. So just a quick overview. We went from video, dog in woods video, upload to YouTube. I made a blog post out of it, if you're looking over here on the left. I exported the audio from the YouTube. I then made a headliner. Headliner does audio to, you can make like a podcast, audio to transcripts and even video. And then I made a podcast to that. Then I made shorts from the long video. Then I published the shorts, made a thumbnail, and we could call it a day. But then that's where I think, it's not even really 14 steps, is it? That's where I think things got really interesting, and that's when I got into Notebook LM, and I uploaded my audio to Notebook LM, and then two AI bots had a conversation about my video, about my audio, right? In the end, we're going to get 2 full-length YouTube videos, 2 full-length podcast episodes. For me, full-length is 10 minutes. I'm going to get a blog post, or 2 if you want to do the other one. I'm going to get at least 28 shorts, or well, actually 28 plus 24 shorts, because I'm going to do at least 7 or 6 shorts from chopping up the 2 different videos times 4 different platforms is a lot. Okay, here we go. I have to say one thing here down at the bottom. I'm going to give away the farm. One thing that this really helps with is organization of your thoughts. If you know me, you know my work, you know I produce a lot of content. And part of my challenge is really, okay, Bradley, you produced 100 pieces of content, or here, even 57. What is the core message? What is that one thing that's really important that you really want people to know? And the kind of the funny story here is like, Bradley, what the hell are you talking about? What is it that you want to know, that you need to know, that Bradley needs to understand about what Bradley said, right? So I hope this can work for you as sort of an editor or a business partner even, or a someone to bounce ideas off of. Okay, here we go. I'm going to rush through the tech really fast. Basically what I want is, if you want more of this, you want me to break this down into a more organized fashion, let me know in the comments on the YouTube channel, and just let me know if you'd like, wow, I'd really like to see this in a little bit more detail and a little less chaotically. So here's the video. This is my final output here. I have 1 full video, 2 full videos. Then I have 1 full podcast, 2 full podcasts. Okay, this is my sort of final output. Also output are shorts. They're not yet published yet because they are going to be published in the future. Here we go. So first thing I did was I uploaded my video over here. I upload my video to YouTube. It's nothing special. It's literally a walk in the woods with my dog. For me, it's my very sort of clear thinking time. Uploaded the video, and then I put it over to video2blog.ai. What it does is it takes your video and makes an article out of it. Pretty amazing, right? So what does this do? I mean, right here, already this gives me a really good summary in Word on page form of what I was talking about for 9 minutes, right? So there we go. You get the whole thing right here. I can use this text for a lot of what I'm going to be doing coming up. So that's that. Uploaded to YouTube, did that, did the blog post. I exported the audio right here. This is the audio only. This is my casting tool. Yes, it looks like WordPress. Yes, it is WordPress. It's using a tool called Castos. And here's my audio file, right? That is a pure, unedited, raw audio version of my video, and I'm making a podcast episode out of it using my podcast tool. Now, what also is interesting is that what is the copy for my podcast post, like in the podcasting world? Well, gee, it's that same article. So I'm now using that article twice. One, and if I wanted to get really fancy, I could regenerate it and make it a little different. Fine. Great. Next thing, I kind of jumped there. Next thing is I'm going to take that video and I'm going to use Opus Pro or Opus Clip or whatever it's called. And I copy and paste my YouTube video, and it gives me, in this case, 13 shorts that are snippets of my 10-minute chat, right? That is amazing in itself. And I can then take these shorts, I can publish them, and here, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube, what's that, 4 or 5, right? So 4 or 5 things, I can take that one clip and put it in 4 or 5 places. That's where down here we're getting these big numbers, because I'm taking that one short on 4 or 5 platforms, kaboom, kaboom, right? That's that. Headliner over here, that's what's going to make the video from the audio. I'll get into that in a minute. The headliner also gives me some nice copy and some keywords and stuff. There's my example this is on Instagram. There's my example on TikTok. There's my example of a short on my YouTube channel. And then here's the example of, this is my blog, Pasta Sour Cream. This is where the article, I published the article from video to blog. Okay. This is where, how much time have I got? I've got 3.5 minutes. This is actually the most exciting part. This is Notebook LM. I took the audio from my 10-minute monologue and put it up into audio into Notebook LM. What Notebook LM does is it creates, hold on to your hats, it creates a dialogue between two people, two AI bots, if you will, and they are discussing my post, my audio, as if they just heard me talk and they're having a discussion about what was said. I mean, what? Wow, what? So then, so now I have another piece of audio. This is 15 minutes long. I then bring that over to Headliner, and Headliner gives me, for one, a video, which I then put into YouTube, which is then this one. I also made it this one, which is my audio, which became a podcast. So now I have the AI. So remember, this is not me, right? This is two people discussing this content. Try to wrap your head around that. It took me a while, right? And then what am I going to do with that? I'm going to repeat all those steps up there, right? I'm going to put that video into Opus Clip. And then if you think about this, this is really cool. I get a little clip of, here's a super quick clip. Embracing perfection, imperfections, reclaim your creative power. You get this super tiny clip, 13 seconds, of this AI bots talking about my thing. I mean, I'll put links below, but listen to it. It's amazing. That's it. That's really what I wanted to show you. I know there's a lot of steps here and a lot of tools and a lot of software and a lot of numbers, and this is what you get. I got to 57. There's a lot here, and you can have lower or higher numbers depending on what you do. But if you think of what these things are doing together, it's amazing. What I also finally did, this sort of a bonus here, here's my prompt. Here, build a sales page for the program. Right, because I have a program, I have Worst Book Ever program, I've run it live, I've run it in online groups, individual, whatever, and I'm changing all my tech recently. And then it built this. So here, there's another piece of content, because now I have a course sales page, which is describing the content that I was talking about. If you want to hear more about this and have me go through it in a calmer, more organized manner, let me know, and let me know what part you find most interesting of this whole deal. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.